Rule 18. Responsibilities between vessels. Except where Rules 9, 10, and 13 otherwise require. Rule 18a. A power-driven vessel underway shall keep out of the way of 1. A vessel not under command. 2. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. 3. A vessel engaged in fishing. 4. A sailing vessel. Explanation. This paragraph establishes a hierarchy of responsibility. A power-driven vessel underway must give way to all 4 listed vessel types. The order reflects increasing operational limitations. Even though a sailing vessel must obey other steering and sailing rules, power-driven vessels generally give way to sailing vessels under Rule 18a4. A power-driven vessel is required to keep out of the way of all other types of vessel mentioned in Rule 18a, except where Rules 9, 10, and 13 otherwise require, and must avoid impeding the safe passage of a vessel, which is constrained by her draft and exhibiting the signals prescribed in Rule 28. These requirements apply when she is underway. A power-driven vessel lying stopped but under command must comply with Rule 18. Although a power-driven vessel is required to keep out of the way of a sailing vessel when there is risk of collision, small yachts sailing for pleasure and making frequent alterations, of course, should keep well clear of large power-driven vessels so that it will not be necessary for the latter to take avoiding action. If a power-driven vessel does not take early action to keep out of the way, it should usually be possible for a yacht to avoid collision by her maneuver alone in accordance with Rule 17a(2). A sailing vessel, a vessel of less than 20 meters in length, or a vessel engaged in fishing, is required to take early action to allow sufficient sea room for the safe passage of a vessel navigating within a narrow channel or following a traffic lane, and is not relieved of this obligation if risk of collision develops. A power-driven vessel, navigating within a narrow channel or following a traffic lane, is not entitled to keep her course and speed if approaching a sailing vessel or vessel engaged in fishing, so as to involve risk of collision. As specified in Rule 8F3, such a vessel must comply with the rules of this part, which includes Rule 18. A sailing vessel underway shall keep out of the way of 1. A vessel not under command. 2. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. 3. A vessel engaged in fishing. Explanation. A sailing vessel must keep out of the way of the vessels mentioned in Rule 18b and of a power-driven vessel which she is overtaking. A sailing vessel must also avoid impeding the safe passage of a vessel restricted to a narrow channel, following a traffic lane, or constrained by her draft, in accordance with Rules 9b, 10j, and 18d, respectively. Sailing vessels do not give way to other sailing vessels under Rule 18. Those situations are covered by Rule 12. Rule 18c. A vessel engaged in fishing when underway shall, so far as possible, keep out of the way of 1. A vessel not under command. 2. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. Explanation. Fishing vessels have priority over power-driven and sailing vessels, but not over a vessel not under command or a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. She is also required to avoid impeding the safe passage of a vessel constrained by her draft. However, some vessels engaged in fishing may be unable to maneuver as required by the rules, so that they are, in effect, not under command. The phrase, so far as possible, recognizes that fishing gear may limit maneuvering ability. Power-driven vessels and sailing vessels must keep out of the way of vessels engaged in fishing if risk of collision exists, and should also keep well clear of their nets or gear. Rule 18d. 1. Any vessel other than a vessel not under command or a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver shall, if the circumstances of the case admit, avoid impeding the safe passage of a vessel constrained by her draft, exhibiting the signals in Rule 28. 2. A vessel constrained by her draft shall navigate with particular caution, having full regard to her special condition. Explanation. This paragraph introduces the special status of vessels constrained by their draft. Other vessels should avoid impeding them, but a vessel constrained by her draft do not gain full stand-on privileges like a vessel not under command or a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver. The words, if the circumstances of the case admit, are included in Rule 18d to take account of the fact that some vessels, particularly vessels engaged in fishing, may be unable to take effective avoiding action in sufficient time. Rule 8F must be taken into account by a vessel complying with Rule 18d1. A vessel required to avoid impeding the safe passage of a vessel constrained by her draft must, if the circumstances of the case admit, take early action to allow sufficient sea room for the safe passage of the other vessel. Early action can only be taken if the circumstances of the case admit. It may not be possible to recognize the lights or shape exhibited by a vessel constrained by her draft at sufficient range to enable action to be taken before risk of collision develops. However, as stated in Rule 8F2, the vessel which is required not to impede is not relieved of this obligation when there is risk of collision, but when taking action must have full regard to the action which may be required by the steering and sailing rules. In a crossing situation in which a power-driven vessel has a vessel constrained by her draft on her own port side, the power-driven vessel must, if the circumstances of the case admit, take early action to allow the safe passage of the other vessel. If the signals are not recognized at long range so that risk of collision develops, the vessel constrained by her draft will become the giveaway vessel, but the power-driven vessel should, if necessary, take action in accordance with Rules 8F2 and 17A2. She should avoid altering course to port in accordance with Rule 17C. Rule 18D2 requires a vessel constrained by her draft to navigate with particular caution, having full regard to her special condition. In the case of two hampered vessels approaching one another in meeting or crossing situations so as to involve risk of collision, in which the degree of responsibility is not established, each vessel should take whatever action she can to avoid collision. This would apply in the case of a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver, meeting a vessel which is not under command, or when a hampered vessel approaches another vessel of the same category. Alterations of course should preferably be to starboard in accordance with the principles of Rules 14, 15, and 17C. Rule 18E. A seaplane on the water shall, in general, keep well clear of all vessels and avoid impeding their navigation. In circumstances, however, where risk of collision exists, she shall comply with the rules of this part. Explanation. Seaplanes should normally keep clear of vessels. When risk of collision exists, they must follow Colregs like any other vessel. For the purpose of the rules, hovercraft and hydrofoils are not classed as seaplanes, even when operating in the non-displacement mode, but are to be considered as power-driven vessels. It was decided that they should not be required to keep out of the way of all other vessels, as air cushion vessels are not always capable of achieving very high speeds. However, it might be considered to be an act of good seamanship, in compliance with Rule 2A, for hovercraft and hydrofoils proceeding at high speed to take early action to keep well clear of all shipping. Rule 18F. 1. A wig craft shall, when taking off, landing, and in flight near the surface, keep well clear of all other vessels and avoid impeding their navigation. 2. A wig craft operating on the water surface shall comply with the rules of this part as a power-driven vessel. Explanation. This paragraph refers to wig craft, which are required when taking off, landing, and in flight near the surface to keep well clear of all other vessels and avoid impeding their navigation. This requirement also applies to a wig craft taking off, landing, or in flight near the surface when there is risk of collision with another vessel. When operating on the water surface, not taking off or landing, a wig craft must comply with the rules as a power-driven vessel.